President William Ruto shakes in anger after what the Murang'a Governor Irungu Kangata did today in Thika during the Linda Mwananchi rally that happened today, and which was so electric with massive crowd, with many people saying William Ruto should go home. Is something that hurt President William Ruto badly. Welcome to Kenya Lens Media, where we bring you news updates as they break. And kindly, if you are new here, consider subscribing. Irungu Kangata and William Ruto were close allies even before 2022. They walked this political journey together. Irungu Kangata is another bright leader, but during during that time in 2022, he lost so much seats in the parliament, and equally, he just chose to support William Samoei Ruto. He wrote a letter to President Uhuru Kenyatta, the then president, about a lot of issues regarding his administration during that time of using intimidation, and also, sidelining William Ruto, was then the deputy president. So recently, he dumped the UDA party and said he will give a direction soon. And believe it or not, today Kangata was in Thika, Kiambu. He joined Edwin Sifuna and Linda Mwananchi in their rally. So automatically, he said he will give a direction, and this was the direction. And whatever he said is what that angered William Ruto badly. And I think soon things will start following up. Irungu Kangata, you'll hear ESCC in his office, police officers will be sent in office. Sasa hivi ndo tunaanza kuona makosa kidogo kidogo, just because he has made a declaration that is not gonna support William Ruto anymore. Listen to what he said while in Thika.
Mimi nimeangazia sera ambazo zinaweza sukuma Kenya mbele, na nikaona la kwanza, lazima tupatie priority mambo za factories na manufacturing. Na hii serikali nimeona wanaongezea ushuru kampuni ambazo zinatuandika kazi, mpaka zinatoka Thika, zinatoka Mount Kenya, vijana wanakosa kazi Kenya mzima. Kweli ama uongo? La pili, tuko supposed kupatia priority maneno ya education, na ya tatu maneno ya healthcare. Nikiangalia katika hawa serikali wanasema ya kwamba ati ile kazi kubwa wamefanya ni kutengeneza nyumba. Kuna mtu ana nyumba hapa? Kuna mtu ana nyumba ya serikali hapa? Kunae? My view, hiyo pesa ya housing levy ipelekwa kwa masomo, mashule yote ya day school iwe free.
Yeah, that is Irungu Kangata. It was surprising to see Irungu Kangata dancing, lifting one finger, indicating one term. In fact, the political syllabus in Kenya is moving so fast. And by the end of the year, this year 2026, tutakuwa tumechoka sana. Because the rate at which people are dumping and are aligning themselves, realigning again, is very high. And at this rate, William Ruto himself may even start saying he should be a one-term president. Or that even William Ruto may resort even to join Edwin Sifuna too, and join Linda Mwananchi, because at this rate things are going, at the rate in which things are unfolding is very high. So you've heard there Irungu Kangata attacking President William Ruto and telling him that is an inept leader, a leader who doesn't know how to lead, because he gave us a solution. And William Ruto has been talking, saying that the opposition team has no agenda, has no facts, they are brainless. But today Irungu Kangata wanted to make him look someone who doesn't know what he's saying, because today he gave solutions to this country. And he said in Kenya right now, William Ruto should give a priority to factories and manufacturing, because that way we can create jobs. to the unemployed Kenyans, and equally it can help the economy of Kenya to grow fast. Number 2, he talked about education. And education in Kenya has become a very big joke, whereby you hear even leaders who don't know what they, I don't know, some leaders saying that if the students don't want to do exams, let them go home, just let them be. What kind of leadership is that? So according to Irungu Kang'ata, he's saying that education should be given the first priority, because it is what defines who the generation, rather what the Kenya holds in the future. During the Moi Kibaki regime, education was made free. And this free education, it helped people so much. There are those families that are vulnerable, who cannot afford their school fees, who can. It helped so much to an extent where many people today in Kenya are educated because of the free education that was made possible by Moi Kibaki. So Irungu Kang'ata wants William Ruto to go that route so that we can have free education for all. Number 2, he talked about the healthcare. He talked so many things. In as much as healthcare was devolved, it's lacking so many things. We have structures, facilities, but with the zero medicines, with no medicines. And that is why Irungu Kang'ata said that unless the government of William Ruto, prioritizes healthcare, things will keep happening, people will keep dying, and we will not have a country. And then he took a jab. He hit a jab on William Ruto. He said, William Ruto has been talking about affordable housing. And those affordable houses that are being built, no one is living in them because common mwananchi cannot afford them. Therefore, Irungu Kang'ata was advising that instead of doing all that, instead of building houses, in fact he said that building houses has a budget of 120 billion. Yet free education, free in totality, can cost to 40 billion. So according to him, William Ruto should stop the madness of affordable housing staff, projects and staff to divert the funds, to divert them to free education. That way we can build a country. And then lastly, he said keenly to the Linda Mwananchi. He said he had joined Linda Mwananchi and he asked Edwin Sifuna to make sure he has looked for Wamnyoro, Rigathi wa Gachagua, to try to talk to them so that they can form a unified force and remove William Ruto from office come 2027. I'm very sure William Ruto hakuamini macho yake, because hata kama alikuwa anaangalia TV ni kama alivunja hiyo TV. Irungu Kang'ata was the last person William Ruto expected to dump him, because these two guys were so close, very close. They worked together in 2022, wakatafuta kura pamoja, and now that Irungu Kang'ata wants to defend his seat in 2027, he decided to dump UDA because he said UDA is no longer famous, is no longer popular in Mount Kenya, and that is the reason why he said he will give directions on which party he will join. So seeing him today, that is an endorsement. He endorsed Edwin Sifuna for president and not William Samoei Ruto. And that is the reason why today you've seen the bloggers, the government bloggers are all over today. But then we want to ask the government of the day to stop the madness. Now that Irungu Kang'ata has declared his position, we Kenyans, we should not see the EACC officers in Irungu Kang'ata's office. We should, because we understand that the government of William Ruto works with intimidation. Once they've seen that Irungu Kang'ata switched places, they can use intimidation, use the EACC, some of the organizations to try and hoodwink the public that Irungu Kang'ata was not genuine in his leadership, that Irungu Kang'ata has stolen billions from the county. All those things, we understand them, but we pray that the government should respect each and every person and every citizen's decision. I don't know what you think from what Irungu Kang'ata said and what happens next. Let your comment down there in the comment section. Let us talk, let us discuss. Perhaps it can form a basis of whatever we're going to talk about in the next video. So if you're new here, consider subscribing, liking and sharing our content.